Why do you love freedom? Why do you love oxygen? Is it because it feels great or because you need it? Hey everyone, welcome to the Freedom Lovers Show. I'm your host, David James Rodriguez, and this is the topic of today. Why do you love that oxygen? Why do you love that freedom? Why do you love your friends and family, your parents, swimming in the ocean, hiking, riding a bike? You know why? Because you're a human being. And we've been placed on this earth, or created, or evolved, seems to me created, for something greater than working for a job, going to a government school, getting in debt for college and consumerism, and dying. I think the purpose of life is so much more greater than I or many people realize. I know there's some really smart and wise people out there who understand what's going on, but it's a lot of theories at this point. So how good does it feel to breathe in that oxygen? It's not negotiable. I need oxygen and I'm gonna breathe. No matter what anybody tells me, I know it's my birthright to breathe air. No matter what anybody tells me, I know it's my birthright to be free and to walk freely in the park, to go swimming in the ocean, in the rivers, riding bikes, breathing in the O2, exhaling the carbon dioxide. My friends, it's not negotiable, freedom and oxygen. It's so important. There's almost no words for it because it's so apparent and clear and natural for us to breathe air and be free. But it's only a big deal when you can't breathe. Like when you've been wearing a mask for the last 10 months, if you have. You can take it off if you want, but I'm not gonna judge you. You have freedom of choice. I respect your sovereignty as a king and queen on the land with rights and freedoms coming from your creator. Do you respect my freedom of choice to breathe oxygen unharassed or unmitigated by a mask or a scarf or any other contraption that somebody is going to try to mandate on me? Remember, you always have choice. You always have free will. And this is why you got to start thinking for yourself. And you probably already are in some ways. In some ways, you might not be. In the ways that are clear is that, yes, you could turn left on the road, turn right on the road. But in terms of breathing air, you don't need permission to breathe air. You were born on the land, and that's your birthright to breathe in this oxygen. So no matter what they pass, even if they do mandatory vax, now you see the vaccination push. You don't have to take that. I'll tell you what, all the places that are not respecting freedom of choice, you guys are long-term not gonna be in business. You might get subsidies from the government. You might be able to get free money, get the marketing from the mainstream media, but there's a massive uprising of humans, and humans wanna be free. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
All right, man. Peace and love to you. And this massive uprising is peaceful. And it's been a journey, I would say, for many of us to get here. And the reason is because we've been brainwashed through state education systems, which means day prisons, abuse centers, indoctrination centers for about 3-4 generations now. So all these things are coming apart. The school system, the financial system, the medical system, the communications, the regulation system. You know why? Because there was a group of people who you might call the cabal, the deep state, organized crime, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, Warburgs, Council on Foreign Relations, Trilateral Commission, these kind of guys. And they've been hiding in the shadows for 40 or 50 years, maybe 100. And now it's starting to come to light. So if you can connect the dots all the way around, then you'll see that you have been lied to and I've been lied to about who we are. And as I refer to you as a king or a queen, that's not hyperbole, my friend. You are a sovereign man and lady on the land, which means you can contract with whoever you want, you can engage in commerce, you can fix the roof on your house, you can do whatever. Just don't harm another person or their property. And this is where everything's going. I know doctors who are throwing away their medical licenses. I know masseuses are getting rid of their massage license. We don't need permission to engage in a voluntary relationship. As long as it's consensual, me and you. We don't need anybody else. And so this is why the individual, the human being, the living man or woman has unlimited ability to contract. And we can exclude the government agencies from our contract. So that way when you do a contract, you don't have to say it's in the jurisdiction of California or the US or whatever it is. You can say it's in the jurisdiction of these two sovereign beings. And you can learn about some of those things too in natural law, which is the law of God, which is self-ownership. You own your body. I own my body and the labor of it. So I create something that's mine. I can sell it or give it and trade it. So can you. So this is what's so exciting. This is why I love freedom. This is why I love oxygen. I know it's mine. And despite having all these years of indoctrination, thankfully, I had made a lot of mistakes in my life and learned and, fall down and scrape your knee and break your wrist, falling off the roof, these things, break your ankle, right? And then you learn. Once you cannot walk on your foot because your ankle's broken, you appreciate your foot. When your freedom's gone, you appreciate your freedom. However, freedom is one of those things like oxygen. You don't come back from not having oxygen. You don't come back from not having freedom. And so that's why it's so important you understand what's happening in the world right now. You can declare your independence, just like the people of this country did 200 plus years ago. They didn't ask King George for permission. They wrote a letter and declared their freedom. And so I think this is the next inevitable evolution of human consciousness, is declare your freedom. Don't ask. Don't vote. Declare it. And if you do want to vote, vote with your money, vote with your time, vote with your energy, vote with your contracts, but not in a voting booth. And this isn't to downgrade or denigrate anybody who's participated in the political process. That's all we've known. How would you not know? When people say, oh, I don't want to get political, and you work in the government, what do you mean? The whole thing is political, is politics in general. This is why we're transcending. There's no left, right, different parties. It's the same team. It's the same two wings of the same vulture. They're parasites, and this is not to say they're all bad people in government. Many of my family members work in government, worked, retired, still working there. It's called compartmentalization, and that's why we're connecting the dots. It's all based on coercion, and we just want voluntary consent. Freedom is the future. It's going viral, my friends. You own yourself. And it's going to be a beautiful future for your kids and my kids as we keep breathing oxygen, keep exercising our freedom. Because we're not slaves and we're not serfs. Until they actually put us in a cage, we're free. But the cage is up here now. And that's what it's all about. You become your own police enforcer. And that's why all these people in the store are yelling at you. They've been fully dehumanized and demoralized. They don't know where the rights come from. They think you're responsible for their health. And with love, you want to ask these people, who's responsible for your health? And you'll find a very interesting answer, as you've been seeing in some of the videos I do. And we send those people peace and love. Have a great afternoon, a great day, a great morning. And thanks for joining me on the Freedom Lovers Show. We're building a voluntary world, one relationship at a time.